Hey everyone, welcome back to Alan Wake 2, which is up for Game of the Year. So that's pretty huge. The studio's come a long way since 2010. And last time we found Sheriff Tim. Tim is okay. He seems to know kind of where he is and how he got there, which is interesting, and he's very level headed about the whole situation. We also ended up going into the subway tunnels, and Alan writes his way past these various obstacles, but he has to do it in a way that kind of comes at a cost, and he has to write something almost believably horrific enough in order for the power to work correctly. Um, I remember it kind of worked that way in Alan Wake 1, where he couldn't just write, and then Alice was saved. He had to write something that came at a cost. And it definitely makes me wonder how much of what he's writing is sort of bleeding over into the real world, like the subway car full of people being burned alive. He wrote that to get himself past the blockage in the tunnel, right? But I sure hope something horrific didn't happen in the real world outside when he wrote that. So I definitely think Alan could very well accidentally be causing a lot of bad shit to happen, but we will see. We ended up finding ourselves outside the apartment tower where he used to live with Alice, so we are going to see what comes up next. I assume we will be heading up that tower to, I'm guessing we're going to end up in the apartment itself. And so we just found the body of Nightingale in this cave here. And I say we ended up outside the apartment tower that we used to live in because I wasn't sure where it would actually.
Stepping into the murder site, I felt it hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent motion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Review collected echoes at the radio. Okay. Oh, yeah. There was just a big update to this game, so I'm not sure what changed exactly. Um, anyway, I say we ended up outside the apartment building because I wasn't sure where it would save at the chapter division. So I basically played until I saw that it had saved. And that basically was we stepped outside and um, the apartment was there. But there was just a couple of other things inside here first. So word of gun, and let's see, that was, yeah. I'm gonna focus on the revolver for now because that's the only thing I have.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Yeah, and then we go back outside here. So basically, I had just played this little bit um, right after that chapter break where we end up stepping outside here because that's when it said that it had saved.
Parliament Tower.
And here we
My
are.
home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
I'm going to take this light with me. Because why not? And I gotta wonder, I think I mentioned this before, but I gotta wonder if Tim is seeing the same thing. Oh, phone? That sounds like it might be the same one.
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did.
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Wait, hello?
Yeah. That is troubling, because, yeah, the whole point, the whole reason we're here is because we wrote ourselves in to get Alice out. And the whole idea of having a double of ourselves, like an evil twin. I mean, my first thought is the dark presence. Instead of Jagger, it's gonna be me. That's
He was a writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
I'm really loving the whole noir, detective narration thing. And I'm still convinced that. Hello? I'm still convinced that real life Alex Casey is just like Alan wrote him into being somehow. Let's go. This is where we lived. Incredibly fancy apartment building. Haunting. Initiation 3.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Oh. What is this? What does that say?
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
Oh, shit, here we are. I wonder if the layout is kind of the same.
Alice.
Pick photos for exhibition posters.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Oh, so those quick images that flash up of Alan, like, kind of screaming at the camera. I was kind of wondering what that was about. And, I guess it makes sense if those are Scratch.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
What symbol? Oh. That swirly thing? Can we go out here? No.
Alice's video camera.
Locate the
memory
memory
card
card. Okay. Locate the memory card. Did we know Alice was a photographer or videographer in the first game? I don't remember. Video art / doc on screens. Focal point of the dark place. Oh, so when Alice was trapped in here, I guess she must have figured out kind of where she was and was trying to figure out how to get out. That's not something I really thought about when playing the first one. It was kind of like she was just suspended in this other place. But if Sheriff Breaker knows that he's here, of course she would also have known where she was and been trying to figure out how to escape. Part 1, and that looks like a memory card.
Part 1. What was Alice working on?
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault.
So that's how she remembers it.
Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent.
It wasn't him.
It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him.
Hey.
Alice.
Oh.
Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Okay, so it sounds like she got out and remembered that entire incident differently. I mean, I think the first one ended with her being at Cauldron Lake wondering where he was. But she remembers it as taking him to see a doctor or something in Washington, and then he was just gone. But now she's being haunted by this evil double. Also, super creepy that Alan is moving, that Scratch is moving. Because I thought it was a photo at first, and then no, he's moving. Oh, nicely done.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Oh, damn. End of part. Wow. So, the dark presence that took the form of Jagger in that previous game, definitely, like, once Alan trapped himself in Dark Place with it, uh, it's projecting itself somehow out into the world as him, haunting Alice. So that suggests she's actually out there somewhere. Like, Saga could maybe find Alice somewhere. So that was a very short part, like very just narrative focused. Interesting. So I wonder if we're going to cycle back to Saga now. Change between stories once. Yeah. Dude, they've come such a long way from Alan Wake 1 13 years ago. I'm so happy with this.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place. Yeah. It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image. as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days.
Of course.
You got out of the dark place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the dark place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker.
The clicker.
Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Synchronized coffee. Love it.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
I like the white subtitles on a white background.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
I always really liked in the first game also the day-night cycles that kind of broke up the pacing, and you could kind of feel like it wasn't always 24/7 terrible and bad. You had these moments of respite while there was daylight and things seemed relatively normal.
Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness. Possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
Cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
Oh.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Oh, that's right. Saga definitely has a supernatural ability to sort of put things together and read people. The cult and the clicker.
The cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter. The next chapter. The next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
Oh, shit.
Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Scratch and Wake.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice
Oh.
versa.
Right? If they're mirrors of each other. And didn't I have some new stuff? Yeah. Alan Wake interview.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Can't say I understand all this, but if Wake is telling the truth, then his magic light switch is the most tangible lead. Let's start there. Wasn't Nightingale saying something like, where's the clicker, or find the clicker? Talk to someone. The cult of the tree is in possession of the clicker. Here. I was already looking into the cult. 2 birds, 1 stone.
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
And, oh, the file cabinet's filling up here. Another clue in the cult of the tree. The cult could be followers of Scratch. They have the clicker. Who's involved? No. Cult psychology, maybe? No. Oh, cult goal, I bet. Cult working for/with someone. Why work for Scratch? What does the cult get out of it? Oh. The story has a ton of
The pages
clues.
we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
I think it had, oh yeah, ton of clues. Wake wrote a book in the dark place called Return. Scratch edited it into a horror story. The story's events are slowly coming true. I thought it was called Initiation. The story changes our reality bit by bit. The process is gradual. So that would be under rules.
Makes sense.
Trapped in the dark place for 13 years. Fiction coming into contact with the dark place has the power to change reality. That would be under rules. If we don't stop it, Scratch will use the story to permanently change reality at the start of Deerfest. How do we know that it's going to be at the start of Deerfest? Oh. Sorry, Saga. If we don't stop it, oh, there's something over here. How to stop the story. 2 days away. Must get the clicker before Scratch. With it, the story can be changed and Scratch will be sent back to the dark place. Okay, get the clicker. What is the clicker? There is an entity inside the dark place called the Dark Presence.
That's it.
The Dark Presence. In the form of Scratch, the Dark Presence is editing Wake's story, wants to turn the world into a fucking nightmare. Okay, well, I obviously can't let that happen. Flashlight seems to weaken taken. Would that... I mean... That could go under a few of these, it seems like. Flashlight seems to weaken taken. Oh, that's a rule, right? Nope. Am I not seeing something here? Flashlight seems to weaken taken. Oh, okay. Light and the dark presence. It would make sense that light is effective against the dark presence too. Inside a bright light, Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her here. I guess that's a page. Well-lit areas are safe from the dark presence and the taken. Scratch and the dark presence are interchangeable. Dark presence. When the dark presence looks like Wake, it goes by the name Scratch. An evil twin is a bit convenient, right? I'll keep an eye on it. Some other strange reality, the dark place merged with ours. This place and the dark place, the page called this area an overlap. Dark place. There, the overlap. The page describes the overlap being related to the dark place where Wake was. I entered the Cauldron Lake overlap by reciting the poem. Oh yeah, offering the heart to the witch. How to enter. The poem was about a local legend, a witch's lost heart, about terror. Okay, that's for later still. Okay. I think that covers it. You are hiding pages.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Ooh. Caseboard. Trail of the Cult. A new page. Where's the clicker? It's in the trailer.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about.
Somewhere in Watery.
All this.
Find evidence.
Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her. Her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga's stories via the bucket in the janitor's break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. Oh. Interesting. And again with the janitor being significant. Interesting. I wonder if there's if anything changes based on the order you do, or if there's an order that makes sense. I mean, I don't think being FBI is really going to help against this very unique supernatural threat. So I don't know. I don't know why we don't all just go together. let's save and get going and see what's in Watery.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them up. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
What'd we just get? He remembers writing many pages while in the dark place. Writing part of ritual? If Wake is the origin of the pages, then no cult connection, unless the cult is working with Scratch. Should I keep holding on to these 21 bits until I maybe see more of what I'll get more of a chance to use, or just start spending them? Let's at least get to a combat zone and start getting back in the swing of all that.
Hi, welcome.
Hey.
Okay. Past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you.
Flannel everywhere.
Marble eyes still give me nightmares.
It's all flannel.
So who's in for a bet this year? $100 says there'll be at least one fender bender between the floats.
For that amount of money, you'll cause it yourself.
Yeah, I'm not taking
And
that
welcome
wager.
to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages. Just like our coffee.
It's Ilmo.
So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin! Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Watery well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously, it's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the slow roadster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful gift shop, where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll have a great time.
So they were running tours and now they're working for Coffee World. Dude, there's just something like listening to like the Finnish accent, especially when they pronounce Finnish words. Oh, it's just such a cool accent. Listening in on the argument. How weird though for the two of them, like
It's not opening.
Alex being a character written by Alan, even if supposedly this one's real. Anyway, it seems like people generally don't remember anything about the horror from 13 years ago. Oh. Pat Maine! We remember him. Okay, okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Hmm. Very nice place. Anyway, um, I would like to actually kind of go at a relaxed pace and take in all the lore and little stories and things like that. I am also assuming that you probably prefer taking in all the stuff in the world, but you know, I'm open to feedback on how much to stop and read and all that kind of stuff. Cauldron Lake, look into news and rumors, focus on 2010. Cross-reference with old case files from NYC cult. A different cult. Similarities, commonalities, and methodology, part of series. Find out name of good coffee from diner. Some reporter staying in here. Interesting that they put these bathrooms here with a separate room and everything. It seems like they would hide some goodies in the bathroom or something if they're going to put the room there. You okay? What's in here? A page! Sorry, how... Okay. Oh, this was back from Return 2. Could we have gotten this page earlier?
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to...
Oh no, don't go there!
...prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled in vain.
Oh no. Ed and Tammy, they were the couple that we interviewed at the beginning, right? And they briefly saw Nightingale in that opening cutscene. Oh no. Is Ed okay? I don't think Ed is okay. I gotta remember to turn my phone off so it stops vibrating during recordings. Oh, another new page about Tammy. By the way, that scene in the apartment of Alan watching the recording of Alice, it just made me think of Dead Space, which was an excellent game. I loved that game, and the remake was really, really good. But it just made me think so much of Isaac watching the recording of Nicole for some reason. Let's see. Tammy rides the ferry.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Too late. Tammy didn't want me to come, I can tell. Not like the trip is even helping. I thought getting out of the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. I need to find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about how shitty the world is. I thought scathing social commentary would make me feel like a real artist, but I don't know. It's not me. I want to write something weird, something really out there, something authentic, but what? Fuck this town. I don't even want to get into what happened last night. It's weird though, sitting here in the hotel room, some pieces are starting to fall together. An idea for a new play. A space cult burning down the galaxy in some misguided search for TBD. A lone man, an artist, wandering the stars until his destiny puts him straight in the cult's path. All black cast, a musical, a rock opera. I mean, I'd watch it. Love a good rock opera. Metal opera. What's going on with this? I can't talk to this person. Oop. What was in their bathroom anyway? Anything? I hope we can at least find Tammy again, because I'm pretty sure Ed is not okay.
Hello?
And you have been at that window for quite a while. Some sound designer found a sponge wiping a pane of glass sound and said, yep, that's just the right sound. And sorry, I just I like all the little details that go into making this kind of thing.
I can't get through this.
I want to know what's going on here. but it won't let me talk to her.
This is the third
Okay.
time I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Right.
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner. Hey, I'm not unplugging it. You're fixing it.
Of course, sir.
I did not mean to burst down the doors like that. Break down the doors? Burst through the doors? Anyway, more forceful than I intended.
Jules, you didn't forget to pack the EMF reader, did you?
Why would I pack your gear? I've got my own to worry about.
Great. Now how am I supposed to measure the energy signatures emitted by paranormal manifestations?
Are these people playing Phasmophobia?
I can't wait to hit the haunts.
We should check the town out first. You know, do research, interview some locals.
I do wonder how worthwhile it is to like explore around on foot as opposed to just, you know, doing the fast travel and like behind here. What's back here? Nothing. Still, it was worth checking. Okay. Oh, interview with Oh, that sounds good. Okay. I I just really enjoy when horror is balanced out with comedy. Cauldron Lake or Watery? We're going to Watery. But I do like that I can backtrack seemingly whenever. Like if I want to go back and look for something I missed.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member.
Yeah, but we could go together.
And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay.
Wow.
Remember what happened with the salt shaker?
Hello, Silent Hill.
Real funny.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery.
Swomey
I
Hall.
should ask around.
Local girl. Swomey Hall. Swomey is Finnish for finish, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it's the Finnish word for the language Finnish, or, you know, the word, and, you know.
A vote for Mayor Setter is a vote for everyone. For Watery.
Mayor Seta will stand up for justice.
Political ads are so annoying. It's just, like, none of them ever mean anything. Laughing Naki.
Where's the time gone? There's just a wretched husk of what used to be me left.
Ooh, sorry to hear that. Where am I going anyway? Ask around about the trailer. Okay.
Watery's definitely quaint.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how far the influence from Cauldron Lake spreads. Because I thought there was something very significant about Cauldron Lake itself, but, you know, this is like the next town over. I wonder how much it's going to be felt here.
Hello.
Hey.
I bet they have good fish here.
Oh. None of these are going to be useful. But gotta keep our eye out for a key to the fish place. Cooler. What was that? Handgun ammo. And thank fuck that we keep our weapons and everything from the previous chapter. That was kind of my gripe about Alan Wake 1, is how often our equipment got reset.
Oh, you rascal. What have you been up to this time around? There's only so many times I can keep fixing the same hole.
It really seems like a lot of the names in this place are very like Scandinavian, which I'm pretty certain that the studio is based in Finland, so it makes sense to have all these references. More plaid. Oh, hey.
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters, always sneaking off.
Sorry. No, I wanted to ask you about something else.
Had we met? Have we met this guy? Or is this another Rose situation where everybody seems to know us?
Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks. Can you point me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskela owns it. Owns
Really?
many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
Yeah, Ilmo Koskela seems to be involved with everything around here. Caseboard. Okay, talk to Ilmo. There's a trailer park nearby. Last time we were at a trailer park in Alan Wake 1, it was Rose's trailer, and some bad shit happened.
For a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga.
Right? The story for later. Okay.
I need to find Ilmo Koskela.
Hey, isn't that... Am I crazy, or is that, our janitor friend?
Okay then. Catchy tune.
That's totally him. He's doing karaoke in Watery. Who would have thought?
Excuse me. Do you know where...
Artie's in the middle of a show.
I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed.
And she called us by name. Why does everybody know us? Oh wait, is that Rose? No, that's not Rose. Wait. Actually, I think that does say Rose. Rose Marigold. It just looks like she's wearing nurse's scrubs, and I thought she worked at a diner, so... Oh, a map. Map of Watery. Okay, there's an investigation point there. There's the locked thing. At the moment, it looks like the bridge is actually blocked, but we can go up this way. But we have to check out this sauna first. Okay. What are these? Oh. Lumi Mert? Okay. Is this Watery's own Nessie? A majestic beast hidden in the depths of the water, or an elaborate prank? A sea creature that defies the very laws of nature, or a submarine relic from the Cold War era? A lonely wanderer searching for companionship and compassion, or a fearsome monster out for blood? These questions, among others, haunt our editorial team here at the Bright Falls Record after one of our avid readers sent in this mysterious photograph as evidence of an unidentified creature roaming Watery's waters and making a rare but opportune appearance. This titillating spotting might just be the event of the year. As we dive deeper into this mystery, we here at the Bright Falls Record invite all our readers to a naming competition. What should our local beast be called? Watery Wanda? Shelly the Sea Monster? Send in your suggestions now. More updates and revelations to follow as the story unfolds. Okay. Welcome to Coffee World. Yeah, what is, Coffee World? A coffee amusement park? I'm probably not gonna... I mean, you let me know if you would rather all of this stuff get more, you know, detailed attention. Oh, this is where we do this. Ati and the janitors. Oh.
Rest easy, buddy.
Oh yeah, we could do that with that other deer head in that other place too. Maybe there's an achievement for petting all the deer heads. Aha. Always worthwhile to check all the little side bits and corners. Nice shotgun ammo. Cool, that was a worthwhile little stop in Suomi Hall. Let's see about the sauna.
The flooding is even worse here.
Oh.
More like underwatery. I'll have to tell Casey that one later. Mom's family was from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this.
Really?
Saunas, lakes. Seems nice. Enjoying the sauna?
You bet. The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. I'm just waiting for Ati to wrap up his show so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
Ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
The half-deer, half-man monsters? Oh, sure I've heard of them. They're the reason I can't risk taking walks in the forest anymore. If one of them shows up, how am I supposed to get away? I can't run with a bad hip. I'd be killed for sure. I could maybe
Probably.
use my crutches to defend myself. Do you think that'd work? You're the professional.
Probably smart just to stay in the sauna for now.
They say if a sauna doesn't fix what ails ya, you're a goner.
This is really bad flooding. Hey guys. Enjoy yourselves.
Have you heard old Pat's radio show lately? Yeah, I fear he's losing his grip on reality.
I don't care to listen to pointless jibber jabber. Not on the radio, not in the sauna.
Just pillaging the sauna, taking everything.
Whew. Hot.
I've never actually been in a proper sauna. What's it like? I mean, I can imagine what it's like, but, you know. Is it fun? I'm kind of curious to try. But I guess it's mainly for, like, certain health purposes, and I'm not really sure I understand what those purposes are. Like, how does profuse sweating, you know, what does that do for you?
A trailer park. Ilmo Koskela. He's that tour guide we met at Cauldron Lake. I need to find him.
Can I talk to you? Oops, sorry. Can I go in your house and take your stuff? Nope. Okay, he did say Ilmo and his brother are on the bridge, right?
Hey, Saga! Over here!
Give me a sec. Nope, that's where I already was. Hey!
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you.
I'm sorry, what?
Nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening. Are you familiar with the Cult of the Tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh?
It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories?
Yeah. 100% spilling out into the real world, whatever Alan is writing. Time to profile the Koskela brothers. What did I get here? That's for later. Fact versus fiction.
Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction.
Oh, right. It's because Scratch got out also and is editing the story. According to Wake, the story is changing people's memories. That's why they think they know me, but I'm not a character, I'm real. Need to track what's part of the story and what isn't. Ilmo owns the trailer park where I supposedly lived, calls me his funniest resident. Finally, someone appreciates my jokes. But seriously, what kind of life did I live here? Rose recognized me in the diner at Bright Falls, says I moved away after Logan died.
Nah.
Logan's part in the story. Logan is not dead, but what else did the story change about her life? Knowing might help me fight this thing. When's the last time we actually talked to Logan on the phone, though? I mean, if we call her up and then pass the phone over to Ilmo and be like, hey, here she is, would it break reality?
Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous.
I actually really enjoy that little turn of that things took of this goofy pair of brothers that we saw doing a ridiculous commercial at the sheriff's station, that they turn out to be, you know, they know a lot more about what's going on.
Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yako. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer.
I mean, honestly, it seems more like the story is affecting Saga. Because I mean, I say that because Alex seems to be like a mirror projection of Saga with how synchronized they are. I don't know, just a theory.
So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
So, your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Yako here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really. Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is. Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
Something hidden in the commercials.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yako and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you.
Okay.
Oh, the road's flooded. But if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand. Yep. Nothing? What am I paying them for? Guess they're busy. Ay, Vito, Vito.
That's not a good sign.
After they finally pick up, we really need to get over to Bright Falls for that, thing. Yep. They're busy at the park. These are all peak hours.
Flooding did this?
They're just slacking.
Yeah. Flooding made the whole road collapse. They've got one clothing store in Bright Falls and the surrounding area.
Here's Coffee World.
And it sells
Need to
flannel.
get across the river.
Holy shit. It really is a creepy rundown amusement park themed about coffee. And a perfect horror setting. I mean, derelict amusement parks, perfect setting. I don't know if you ever played the game Secret World. It was an MMO. Well, actually, it still is. And one of the locations it takes place like modern day, and one of the locations takes you to like a haunted circus, haunted amusement park type of place. Surprisingly good for...
What was that?
You're not allowed to do anything yet. It's not nighttime. I can take a few steps that way and Ilmo and Yauko are right there, so, you know, if other people are around, you're not allowed to do anything. Let me take some... Actually, these are not mapped to anything. Gotta get the trusty flashlight out.
Fuck!
Hello? Oh, Speedy boy. But the amusement park's right there and it's open and there's people there. You're not allowed to do stuff to me. Oh, damn. Can't waste any ammo because I don't have very much and they all seem to be bullet sponges. I hit the wrong button. Oh. I'm trying to reload. Okay, there we go. Where'd he go? Where is he? Ow. Whew.
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
Really could use some bullets from these guys. Oh well. Map. Definitely to the right first, since that is the side route. I'm actually gonna... I mean, it's hard to say What's worth doing if I'm perpetually short on ammo, like a bigger magazine size doesn't matter, right? Same with auto fire, that's just going to burn through the ammo that I do have. So I kind of feel like this one is going to be really nice. 2 headshots to stun.
Saga was sure she had hit the Taken in the head, but had not even slowed the monster down. She took aim and fired again. Another headshot. This time, the Taken staggered.
Cool. Alan is writing upgrades for her. Oh, yeah, here's a little side thing. Oh, this is where the guy ambushed me in the first place. Oh, what's all this? It's another nursery rhyme. FBC has been here.
Another rhyme.
Okay. We have a moose doll. And a deer doll. What, let's see. Where does that go? Watery rhymes. Deer doll used to solve the rhyme puzzle. Oh, I can't, maybe I can't actually put it there until I solve it. So what's down here?
Figured all this out already. So this goes here, and that goes there.
Oh. He thinks I owned a trailer here. Weird. Key to my trailer at Coffee World. Okay. Let's solve a rhyme. The neighbors are, somebody is stomping around next door. I'm hoping it's not being picked up too much. The gentle beast with a beautiful crown runs through the woods with a worried frown. From the hunter he flees between the mighty trees to make it out alive. Okay, gentle beast with beautiful crown would be the... Wait. I mean, it could be the deer or the moose, right? Hunters probably hunt deer more than they hunt moose, right? From the hunter he flees but runs through the woods, yeah. So let's try putting the deer in the... Oh, okay. The moose?
Makes sense.
Oh. What was that? Rhyme found at the shooting range near Watery. The rhyme was about a moose evading hunters.
Doesn't look right.
Oh, yeah, and I'm not sure where I put these. Oh, the dolls? Yeah, okay. No? Okay. I love the antlers and its little face. Nicely made. Let me see if I didn't do that right. Yeah, there we go. Kind of hard to tell it's a deer. I suppose clothespins are a limiting medium. Okay, I'll pick that up. And what's different? What does that say? 1. What changed? That one time a charm appeared on the table, so just double checking that no items showed up. If that's a shooting range, should I shoot these bottles? Should I waste 1 bullet just to see if something special happens if I use the shooting range? Wow. Impervious bottle. Okay. Well, maybe something will emerge as we keep going. Whoa! Oof. That was unreasonably frightening. And super creepy. Did those eyes just move?
This is ridiculous. A charm.
Let's see. Where did that go? Oh, it was another coffee mug charm. Okay. Ugh, I'm gonna turn around and the moose statue is gonna be gone and it's gonna be horrible. Let's just keep going. Oh, how do we get up there? More cult symbols. Yeah, maybe we can loop back around over here. Yeah.
There's another cult stash.
Oh, I need a, There it is again. Saga has some interesting powers. I found another dead taken over by the radio tower. Looked like it was bashed to death. There was a lunchbox and some weird knitting by the corpse, too. I took care of the body, but that's the third one this month. Everyone keep your eyes peeled. We need to find this guy and let him know the cult of the tree means business. Oh. Propane tank. Oh, that's right. I gotta remember to try that out. So I have to throw it and then shoot it. Might be a little difficult. Anything hiding back here? Oh, there's another number. What are these numbers? There was a 1 and a 0. Maybe they are the pieces of a combination to something. Okay, so to the right is the way over to Coffee World. But we gotta check this out first. Hunting shack. Oh, a safe spot. Okay. Oh. Damn it. There we go. Oh, and never mind. There's numbers everywhere. It's not a combination to anything. It's just a bunch of numbers.
Another one of those cult boxes.
Hey, if you take the crossbow out, put it back in the stash when you're done. Crossbow. Okay. Two, two, three, 5, 7, 1. Okay, well the 7 has 3 crossbow bolts in it. The 5 has 1 crossbow bolt in it. And the 2 has 2. So using our brilliant deduction skills, I'm just going to guess that it's 5, 2, 7. Five, 2, 7. Hey. Fucking crossbow. If you aren't wearing the mask, this does not belong to you. Fuck that. Find the crossbow. Hell yeah. It's got 1 bolt. I am investing in this weapon with everything I have. Oh, here's more. Oh yeah, we can get these. Or can we? It's not actually letting me, it's not actually letting me take it. That doesn't seem right. Why can't I pick them up? Do I have to equip it first? Oh, that's why. Full inventory. I did not expect to run into that problem. We can probably stow the coffee mug charms, because I can't imagine I will actually bother equipping those very much. Do a little quick save. Put these coffee charms in here. I've got 4 hand flares. Let's just store the 5th one to free up a stack. 2 propane tanks, so let's just move another one in there. That'll do. Cool. Another page. Saga in the Watery Woods. Oh, that's convenient. There's just a tab for unread ones.
Saga was beginning to see why Casey disliked the woods so much. They felt oppressive here. Too many places to hide. The distorted carnival music drifting from the amusement park ahead did not help. What the Koskelis had said about her living in Watery with Logan unsettled her. For the horror story to involve her was one thing, but involving her daughter was crossing the line. Something darted across the path ahead, too fast to see. Saga drew her weapon. Her eyes searched the woods. A noise overhead. Saga swiveled to look. A local, a man on the ridge above her. No, not a man. A monster with a hatchet in each hand. It shouted down at her. Hunting season was a bust!
I loved that in the first game, when Nightingale was chasing Alan, he would keep insulting Alan by, like, just calling him a random famous writer. Like, stop right there, Ernest Hemingway. But Alan's writing has improved, I think, in the sequel. Let's see. Go there. Now we should be able to actually pick these up. There we go. Okay, it's 4 to a stack. I wonder if this is going to be kind of mainly for immobilizing, like shoot them in the leg or something. Or if you can actually, if you have good aim, just, kill them. All I know is, tell me there is a weapon upgrade thing for the crossbow. There is! I wish I hadn't bought the pistol one. Hold fire to draw further for increased damage in a straighter arc. Fire 2 bolts before reloading. Oh. That's an interesting one. Bolts lodged into enemies will attract bullets. That's actually really cool. It makes me think of, the Fifth Element, if you've seen that. And he demonstrates a gun where whatever you hit with the first bullet, then no matter where you fire every other bullet after that, they'll all home in on where the first bullet went. Oh, I hear somebody. And I feel like I hear footsteps, but they might be mine. Oh. Time to test this out. Actually... Oh yeah. Well, I mean... We can test this out. But then we have to turn around and go to the radio tower. Alright, I'll check that place out. Oh, come on. That was awesome. Lengthy reload, but come on, that was awesome. And we even got an achievement for it. And we can get the bolt back, so I guess you don't really need a whole bunch of crossbow ammo with you if you can have enough for one encounter and then collect the bolts. Let us see what's up here at the radio tower. It's also probably harder, if you're fighting more than one thing at a time. One shot and then spend 5 seconds reloading. We got a safe haven. Where's the radio? Over here. Oh. Okay. Oh, poor Pat. So, has Pat's memory been altered by the writing, or... Poor Pat. I mean, it has been 13 years. And this last time meant a lunchbox. Oh, that's right. That's what that page said. Not the page, the cult stash, I think. It talked about finding a lunchbox by the radio tower. I was trying to remember what we had found earlier about this place.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Hell yeah. I lowered my rifle. Standing on the car's roof, I looked out at the carnage. The zombies had almost won, but luckily I was here. Heroes are sometimes the people we least expect them to be. Now my town was finally safe, thanks to me. I slung the hot piece of iron over my shoulder one more time, hoping for the last time. The townspeople, cautiously emerging from their hiding places, surveyed the same carnage I saw and cheered my name, and I waved, and they cheered again. Now I could finally get back to my quiet, unassuming life, reading books and gardening and fiber crafts, and being the world's top mycology expert. Suddenly a hand seized my wrist. I looked into the eyes of the sweet, sensitive writer I had known since childhood. A smile spread across his beautiful, kind face, and I felt at peace for the first time since the zombies had first emerged. You did it. I knew you could. Now we can live in peace together for the rest of our days. So, this is some Alex Casey fanfic, some Alan Wake fanfic. Going a little overboard. Let's see. I am totally going to invest in, let's see. I mean, this is a really cool upgrade, magnetic pull. And to be fair, hitting it in the head killed it in one shot anyway. And it didn't seem very difficult to hit it in the head. So instead of pull the string, I'm actually going to go with... sorry, my cat just dug her claw into my foot for no reason. I'm going to go with magnetic pull.
Saga had hit the taken with a crossbow. She switched to her gun and kept firing at it. The bullets hit home, following a strange trajectory, as if the bolt had carved a track in the air for them, a magnetic pull for them to follow.
That's so cool. Can't wait to check out the haunted theme park. I mean, it's not... Supposedly, they were talking about it like it's a working, you know... It sounded like they just opened it recently. Isn't that what they said? But, you know, it's going to be haunted. That was also a very worthwhile detour. You know, I feel like if you just beeline for the main objective, like, you could probably do everything that we've done so far in like a third of the time. But look how much you would miss. What is that anyway? Oh, it's like a... It's a buoy or something. Here we go. Oh, what's up here? Oh, we know what this means. It means the lunchbox. Somewhere around here. Oh, I actually need to heal a little bit also. Okay, lots of those colored stuff. Oh, there it is.
Lunchboxes.
Hi, Hero. I think a few pieces of paper from my private fanfiction project got mixed into some of these stashes, but I don't know which ones. I posted some online and they're getting pretty good reviews, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't read them. It's a privacy thing. Interesting. 5 more fragments. I don't think that's enough to do anything else. No, I have 9. But I did get a couple new things to put on the board here. Oh, Watery. There was a crossbow inside. Better in my hands than in theirs. Hell yeah, it is. The note inside talks about dead taken lunchboxes knitting. Interesting. Lunchboxes found on the way to Coffee World. I love Saga's audible hints that she gives you when you're not right about something. Next to the radio tower. Fanfiction, zombies, mycology. Not gonna lie, I'd read more of these. Alright. Loving this music. Let's check out this carnival, this coffee world. Oh, ranger cabin. Was there? There wasn't a cabin up there, was there? Did it get washed away? Yeah, as soon as nobody answered in the gift shop. Oh, that's right. We need to get the key from the gift shop. Well, it looks like it's one of the first things we'll find. Alright, let's go. It's gonna be full of taken amusement park enjoyers riding the Ferris wheel. Okay, have Ilmo and Yako inspected this place recently? Like, come on. And another page. Scratch on the hunt.
Scratch stalked through the forest, a terrifying dark presence in the night, more sensed than seen. Darkness boiled in his skull, like a storm cloud crammed into a bottle. The woods were alive with those he had taken. They were coming with him, directed by him, his army of darkness. His singular purpose was a sharp, pulsing black hole in his head, waves roaring out of it to whip his flock into a frenzy, filling them with his purpose. The clicker. He wanted it, to make his horrific ending to the story come true. The art was there. The clicker would push it across the final threshold, a detonator to send out a tidal wave that would spread to overtake reality. He was so close to claiming it. The Taken gibbered and shouted, straining against their invisible leashes, filled with bloodlust. Scratch let them go. They launched themselves into the night with violent glee. He ripped a signpost from the ground, swung it in his hands as if it was made of air. Ahead, the music started. It called him on. Let the final deer fest commence.
I love how see that lid like just pop upward for no reason. I love how serious Deerfest is in this story. The comedy is a bit self-aware, I think. I really enjoy it. So that has been just about 2 hours. And I wanted to make the videos line up with the in-game chapters. But I also want to keep time constraints in mind. And I want to minimize how much I have to, I'm not going to cut out anything that is new. I might cut out things that are backtracking or getting stuck on something like that. But since that didn't happen this time, I think we are going to call it here. And coming up next, we are going to explore this carnival where Scratch might be waiting or has been here recently. Something bad's going to be waiting inside that carnival. So thank you so much for watching. I am still loving this game, and do let me know what you're thinking of this game so far. I'm enjoying everything that they've done with this so far, and the way that they are balancing Alan and Saga and being able to switch between those two stories, I think is really well done. And you can choose which one you want to focus on first, which makes sense because when Saga finds Alan, he's already escaped. So being able to go back and play Alan's memories of how he got out kind of at your own pace also kind of makes sense. So next time, I will hopefully not be super mistaken about the chapter divisions. Like, for all I know, we take 10 steps in there and fight one thing and the chapter's over. But assuming that doesn't happen, hopefully the division of the way things are doesn't get too far off. Let me know if you have a preference as far as how that is, how that lines up. It just doesn't always. That first chapter that we played as Alan was so short, so that might have thrown it off a little bit as far as the timing. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for Alan Wake 2. Have a good one.